So I'm live apparently, so I'll have to find out. Yeah, it would appear that I am. Or am I? What's happening there? No, that's an old one. I've gone to my live feed. I'm just trying to get my computer to work because I wanted to make sure. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go like that. Come on, lots. That's the right one. That's me. That's me sorted. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the yeah, I'm trying to get the do not the doody. I'm trying to get. I want to make sure that the chat's available. It looks like it is. If I do control and mouse scroll, I don't know. I'll put you down for a second. Look at the ceiling. Just trying to get actually get the page big enough to read the tiny words all the way. Anyway, should be able to see that now. So if anybody was watching, you just had a picture of my ceiling where I am. Anyway, what I thought I'd do today, we can obviously have a bit of a chat if there's anybody around. There's me, which I can see. And just a very, if there's anything, I'll go by what's said. But I thought you might be interested in this. This is, do you know how a lot of radio stations work? And I bet you don't, because I didn't. Well, I had an idea, but thought you might be interested in the software that I have access to, and I'll show you what's what. Let's just flip the camera and so you can see the screen. I'd like to do this by using OBS, but I can't get that to work. Nobody suggested a way to do it yet. Anyway, here we go. Right, this is the screen of my computer, and on it you can see there are words like break, content pulse, 1 second pause, music, love potion number 9, Clover's love potion number 9, see, 1950, Leo Sayer, whatever. And this is the software that is used to make the radio program. Well, it's not the software, it's a software. You see that thing up there? That's telling me that that program is 59 minutes and 53 seconds long. So it's 7 seconds short of an hour when you add all of this stuff together. There's a little bit more down there. So the idea is that all of this, you add it all up. So you've got a voice track, that's the introduction. Can you see that there? Where the mouse is, yeah. So voice track, Marvin Gaye, Heard It Through Grapevine, Otis Redding, White Christmas, Clovers, Love Potion number 9, Trevor Knows, Suddenly You Love Me, etc. They all add up. But between them, you'll see that it says link. Can you see that on the computer? Yeah. I'm going to turn the brightness up on the phone. Hang on. Gotta get it a bit brighter so I can see what I'm doing. All right, go back to, yeah, there we go. That's better. Yeah, so as you can see there, music mems, Suddenly You Love Me, whatever. You Make Me Feel Like Dancing, classic hits. Little things mean a lot, etc. Oh, hello, Oakley Smith. How you doing? Just having a quick look around a bit of software that is used to make radio programs, and this is an hour of music. You've got Herb Alpert guy. This guy, love you. And the idea is when you do a link, I'll show you how one actually works. So you've got this voice track marker here, optional opening brief. So what you do is you click on that. That brings up this. This has got, so you can see there, audio going in and manual incoming and outgoing. So what you do is you say, why is that one not working? Bear with a minute. Just want to find out why this isn't doing what it should be doing. Should be showing. Oh, that's not me. No, that's definitely not me. But this hopefully is. I don't know. Yeah, that's me. Right, you can see me twiddling. Right, sorry. Yeah, back to this. So this is what you actually got here. And you see it says automatic, manual outgoing incoming, manual outgoing only, manual incoming only, no overlap. So automatic means it will sort it out for itself, but manual outgoing means that that link over there, which says whatever, operational brief opening link. So if I was to press that now, it will give you a station ident, and then it will start. So let's go on to this. Go on to this one. Otis Redding, White Christmas, followed by Clovets. What is it? Clovers, Love Potion number 9. So if I do that one, right, so click on there. There is nothing in there at the moment. So if I can, it's saying I can't do that yet because I've got that one still open. Right, so we go into Clovets. So click on there. Remember the time up there, 59:53. Now if I go double click on there and then making sure my microphone is in the right direction, which it is, but this is only going to be an example take. It's not going to be a real one. So I click on start outgoing, and it's going to play the last 10 seconds of Otis Redding's White Christmas. Here we go. So it's doing that quite happily. Now when I click this, it's going to allow me to record over it. So I say, okay, then that was Otis Redding, White Christmas, and we're going to move on now to the Clovers, Love Potion number 9. And now I can play it, so this is all good. And then I'll just click on there. Now that's all finished. That's going to time out. What I'll do now is I'll play back the preview, which should, if I did it right, it should have me talking over the very end of the Otis Redding and a little bit over the beginning of the other one. But I'm not going to hit save because obviously I didn't do it properly. There's too much background noise, but let's see what that come out like. Okay, then that was Otis Redding, White Christmas, and we're going to move on now to the Clovers, Love Potion number 9. I took my troubles down to Manhattan. You know that gypsy with no gold kept you. Well, as you can see from that, it worked quite well. I'm not going to use that, obviously. The music you can hear in the background is my wife. She's streaming on TikTok at the moment. That's a different story altogether. Anyway, back onto there. Boom. So that's how a software for radios works. So you fill up, you've got basically there. If you do a 30-second link on all of those links, all the way down to here, then you will end up with a show that's 59:53. And as long as it's less than, well, as long as it's not less than 59:30, theoretically, the software will actually make the music slow down a fraction to allow it to fill the gap. Now, I don't know whether the next hour is the same, but let's have a look. Oh yeah, the next one's almost identical. Now, last week when I was looking at this, I had 1 hour, 4.5 minutes on the thing, and so I had to take a tune out basically because it was 4.5 minutes over time, so there was a tune too many in there. But anyway, I thought that might be of interest. So that's how they do it. If you got up to a minute over, they actually speed up the music so that it doesn't take up so much time. And that is why you can't use the radio to set the time on your or your speed on a record deck or a tape player. For the simple reason it won't work. Well, it might work, but it depends on if the show's running over or under time. If it's running over time, then the music's going to be a bit quicker, and if it's running over under, well, yeah, I'm sure you get what I mean. Anyway, that was that. What I was going to talk about also was, well, anything anybody wanted to talk about. You got anything on there? Not yet. Let's have a look. Just have a look down on here and see what's occurring. This is a laptop. The thing is, if you've ever tried doing lives, you know it's great conversations and that, but on the bottom of the phone, with my eyesight, it's not that good. But when you actually got it on there, it's not so bad. So we've got two people watching now. So hello Oakley Smith, and to one other. Now, what I was also going to talk about was, forgotten now, it's all gone completely out of my head. Yeah, very well. It's like walking into a room and then finding out that you don't remember why you went in there. I've been doing that since I was 5. What I could do is I could bring up one of my videos and expand upon it. Not that, because that's not videos. Yeah, let's bring up channel content. Oh yeah, this one's quite an interesting one. Maybe you might sort of find it of interest. Let me just flip the thing over. This is a video about phones not charging, and it's only a short one. But it's
Your wallet sucks. That's why we invented the Ridge wallet. Hey, I'm Daniel, one of the founders of Ridge. My dad and I...
It's dead. You plugged it in, you made sure. Yeah, this was done because, interesting story, we used to have a timeshare. And this timeshare it was in a hot country. And when we left, well, when you opened the patio door, the air conditioning shut off. But that was all right because everything else was on. But then when you left the house, or the apartment, there was a different sort of clunk. Now, because we had always gone out, we didn't know what was going on, but we heard this clunk. We thought, obviously, we had the air conditioning go off. We thought, well, that's just what it was. And over the first sort of time we were there, I mean, we were there 20 years in the end, but for the 20 years, yeah, for the first time we ever did it, no, yeah, 20 years, never mind. The first time we sort of went out, we come back. In those days, I had VHS camcorder, not VHS, DV camcorder, and we tried charging it up. And we thought, well, we'll go down to breakfast and it'll charge up because it normally only takes a couple of hours. Just top it up. So we'd plug it in and go down to breakfast and come back, and it wasn't charged, and we did not know why. So we obviously thought that there was something wrong with the charger. etc., etc. So this graphic here is illustrative of that point. And what we didn't know was two things. See this keycard thing? Now the keycard thing, we didn't have a keycard, we actually had real keys. But the door had sensors on it, and when you went out, that clunk that we heard was the aircon switching off, and it also knew the front door had been operated, and there was the next thing, which was this bit. We had these in there. They had sensors, motion detectors, and so about 2 or 3 minutes after you left, it switched off the power. So there's us going for 2 hours down to the pool and whatever, waiting for the camera to charge, so we could go and climb a mountain or something, and didn't work, didn't charge. It took us ages to work out why, because as soon as you opened the door to go back in, all the power was on, and the fridge was cold and everything else. Turns out, a little detail which we didn't know at the time, but because we also discovered, I'll tell you what else was a clue, we had a dishwasher in the apartment, and we used it, but we normally used it while we were getting ready to go out, so hour and a half to get ready to go out in the morning. Dishwasher was running, everything was fine, but what actually tipped it was we put the dishwasher on to go out once, as in we were going out, and oh look, we haven't run the dishwasher today, so we put it on, and when we got back about 6 or 7 hours later, the dishwasher was still running, as in when we opened the door, the dishwasher was running, and that's what made us realise that they were actually turning off the entire power to the entire apartment, including the fridge. And when we looked, they'd actually overridden the controls on the fridge, so everything was set to maximum cold. Everything was set to maximum cold, freezer and fridge. So the end result of that was that if you were out for a long, long time, your ice cream went soft and then it went crunchy. But then you see, you were there for 2 weeks, and during that 2 weeks, you were sleeping in the apartment at night, getting up during the day, and coming and going through the apartment. So during a normal day, you wouldn't have noticed that the fridge was getting a little bit warm, because it probably wouldn't, and you also wouldn't notice that it was getting too cold, because it wouldn't. Although I think we did have the odd frozen cucumber, and it was all really down to that. Really, really strange. So yeah, what I'm telling you here in this video is all true. I mean, I know I've spent longer doing it now than then. Like the special touches on here. Look, 70 degrees Fahrenheit to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 20 degrees centigrade to about 30 degrees centigrade. Of course, I'm bilingual as far as imperial and metric is concerned. I'm not very good at either of them, but yeah, it's an interesting thing. So I just thought I'd mention it. And like all of my videos, the majority of them anyway, are based on fact. Hello, Sine2014. Hi, how you doing? Funny enough, I haven't got anything on there. Why can't I see it on there? Why can't I see it on there? Should be there. There is a difference between that and that. Right, okay, yes, so thank you two for being here, that's good. Any questions, anything you'd like to discuss? If you're regular viewers of my channel, that's me, with my mouth open again. Let's see if I can find it. Do you like the spaceship backdrop? I normally have a picture of somebody behind me. It's not that, but yeah. Terrifying kids movie. Oh, what was that then? What was that? A sticker? What was that to do with? Oh, by the way, I've got memberships and I've got I've got memberships and super chats and whatever else on the channel. If you feel like doing a super chat or whatever. And did you know how many videos I got on here? I'll show you. Oldest. My channel goes back to 4 years ago. And it's a very good video. And I'll go down to the bottom of this page here. It'll tell you. I think it does anyway. No, it doesn't on that one. I'll tell you. I'll go on to a different page. Go into one of the ones only I'm allowed to. Let's go on to that one. Boom. All right. It will tell you there videos. See, there's the most recent videos. And I'll go down to the bottom of this page. It says 1 to 30 of 443. There's 443 videos on there. Then, if you go on to shorts, it says 748. So it's well over 1,000. And then we've got the lives, and we got a few on there. 81, and the rest doesn't really count. So yeah, I used to do lives regularly. You can see back right the way back there. When was that? That was 2023. I was doing lives every day for ages, and then I stopped because life got in the way. Why am I looking at me again? It should be that way. How did that happen? When did that happen? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, so you got lives and things on there, and yeah. But welcome to the live chat. I find this really strange. It's welcoming me to my live chat. How does that work? Let's see if there's another video that's of any particular ones. Tell you what, this TV one was an interesting experience. Trying to buy a new TV. A little bit into the background of that one. It actually. Hello, our trusty Philips TV. See, there we go. It all went wrong, and it was silly trying to do anything about it. But it cost me a flipping ages and ages and ages, and trying to get pictures on the telly was fun. Anyway, I think I've sort of run out, so I will say goodbye. I will try and do some lives another time, and thank you very much for joining me. If you decide that you want to subscribe to the channel or whatever, that'd be good. But I think I'll give it. I'll call a halt now because I've done what I had in mind to do, and I've been on for half an hour, near enough. And I'll see you another time. Thank you very much for coming. Hang on, let me go on to. Thank you very much for coming. Really do appreciate it. If you want to join subscribe to the channel, that'd be good. If you want to do a super chat or whatever, that'd be good. If you just want to ask questions, that's good. You can go onto a video and put in a question, not a problem. If you've got any suggestions, let me know. Anyway, I shall leave you with that. Don't know what's happening there. One day I'll get these good. I used to say that a lot in the old days.